everybody. Welcome to IT Stuff for today, Thursday, the 1st of January, 1970. Have they gone? Yeah, good. That's got rid of all the Apple fans. Because this month we found out if you set an iPhone or an iPad or an iPod or an iPoo, whatever, to 1st January 1970, it gets bricked. Yes!
What's special about that date?
I wonder. Could it be the Unix epoch?
It's a 0000000 as far as computers are concerned.
Yep. No seconds since the 1st of January 1970.
Do you think what they're trying to do? They're trying to divide by the date, something like that? They've probably got some strange encryption in there, and they divide by the current date in Unix time, and that's it. It's just dead.
I wouldn't be surprised at that. It's classic, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Bricked. Coming up on this month's IT Stuff, we've got Mac, Pi and Nook. And with me today, there's Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
And she over there.
Hello.
Hiya. Yeah, I know. We haven't got Dick this month. I wonder what could be wrong with Dick.
I believe he's having some problems in the
toilet
department.
There you go. Yes.
Too much information there.
Sister's homemade curry last night. Oh dear. Oh, nothing funny about that, is there? Oh, there you go.
Oh, hope you're feeling better, Dick.
So anyway, yeah, we sort of hope he's getting better. Oh, well, on with the show. Let's get the Apple news out of the way. Apparently, there won't be an Oculus Rift. You know, that's the VR headset thingy. We've been banging on that for years, haven't we, really?
Well, it's just a USB and a HDMI device, I think, so I'm sure you can plug it into an Apple.
Yeah, but the Apple doesn't really make much of it then. Apparently, according to the Oculus Rift sort of like boss, big cheese person, quotes, if they ever release a good computer, we will do it. It boils down to the fact that Apple doesn't prioritise high-end GPUs. You can buy a $6,000 Mac Pro with the top-of-the-line AMD 5 Pro D700, and it still doesn't meet our recommended spec.
Well, he must be mistaken. I'm sure he doesn't know anything about 3D cards whatsoever. I'm sure the card you get from Apple when you spend the $6,000 is the perfect 3D card, and there is nothing better. It's top of the range.
Absolutely.
Plated in gold.
Which is, and glued in as well.
Oh yeah, you can't remove it. So.
Yeah, so no chance of putting anything better in either. There you go. Meanwhile, interesting use cases for the Rift are starting to emerge. Virtual D&D, she.
Oh yeah, I was looking through some other things and I found this place called Alt VR, which is basically Second Life with VR.
Oh.
So well, it's not Second Life yet because no one's gone into it yet because you need a VR device to actually.
It's not dying on its feet the same way Second Life is.
Well, no, not yet anyways. But it's really interesting. It's just funny seeing the YouTube video of someone with the VR set on the side. So they're like, it's just not...
VR is humorous, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Right, go on.
Yeah, so it's really funny. So you go into an alternate world with virtual reality with a virtual headset. So that's pretty cool. And then you walk around and talk to other people and play games with other people like D&D. So if you can't find a D&D group, you just go on to, VR D&D groups. They have events every day, so you can meet up with other people on the other side of the world to play D&D. So that's kind of cool, I think.
I suppose nobody can see you cheating with the dice either.
Well,
no, there is a virtual dice.
Oh,
so you can't cheat.
What's the point of that?
Yeah, so it's good for
we all know somebody with a magic palm, don't we?
Yeah.
That's the best way of playing D&D, cheating. We cheat all the time.
Oh, yeah, you definitely do. It's always crit. Yep. Always rolling a crit.
100% quit. The Dungeon Master hasn't figured it out yet, though.
Oh, yeah, so that's really cool. I think it's really cool. It looks really nice. And apart from the avatars, which is so strange because everything looks like it's from the from fantasy graphics, and then the avatars that people are using look sci-fi. So a little bit of a disconnect there, which is kind of strange because I was hoping for barbarians or the actual D&D avatars, but I guess
there is a certain part of the D&D culture where you get people who really want to be some sort of evil, awful cacodemon from the circles of hell.
Are you talking about LARPing?
Yeah. instead of in reality where they're just some tragic person in a cardigan.
It's a gateway drug to satanic cults. I learned that during the 80s.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
is it?
told that as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Funny how
And I
that
kept
worked
going
out,
to all
isn't
these
it?
D&D meetups, but I never got invited to any satanic cults, so it was really disappointing.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, there you go. Talking about satanic cults, back to the Mac platform. They've also been a bit slow off the mat with malware, haven't they, really? But now it's catching up. We've got the first Mac-specific ransomware.
I think you're mistaken. Macs do not get viruses. We all know this.
Well, it's not
Because of the
virus, is it?
superior
It's,
designed in California engineering. That's why they don't get viruses.
it's not a virus. Not if you actually download it yourself deliberately.
Well, everything has to be signed for it to run on a Mac.
Yeah.
This cannot possibly be true news.
Yeah, okay. That is a bit of a mistake, isn't it? Having the certificate issued by Mr. Apple and everything. Specifically, we're talking about a torrent client called Transmission. You've probably heard of it. It's got its Mac download infected somehow that's never been adequately
Ooh,
explained.
Wow.
And it's the traditional, it scrambles all your files and it extorts your money to get them back, and you get 72 hours to pay, and it's a whole Bitcoin. Count them, 1 Bitcoin.
Yikes.
Don't sound much unless it's over 300 quid.
Bitcoin is really expensive. If
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
Bitcoin, you're rich.
Bitcoin can go up and down, as they say, but
Currently it's up.
yeah. So there you go. Moving on, or maybe not. How is the ransomware business different to what's happening to Nook owners? Because if you don't know, that's one of the ebook things, like the Kindle, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Kindles and Nooks and, just your ebook readers. But there's been an announcement. Quotes, "We have an important change to the Nook service to announce."
I wonder what's going to happen next.
Yeah, what's coming? Effective from March 15th, 2016, Nook will no longer sell digital content in the United Kingdom. The Nook store on Nook devices sold in the UK on the Nook reading app for Android and at nook.com/GB will cease operation. To meet your digital reading needs going forward, Nook has partnered with award-winning Sainsbury's Entertainment on Demand. It's a
It
good
keeps
job
going. It does keep going.
yeah. It's a good job they didn't call it Sainsbury's on Demand, isn't it? Because that would shorten to sod. That wouldn't.
Oh,
wouldn't be
dear.
good. No. To ensure that you have here's the killer. To ensure that you have continued access to the vast majority of your purchased Nook books at
Majority.
no new cost to you. Right. So, roll that round in your head. Right.
You've bought some stuff and now you haven't.
Yes. And how's that different to malware and extortion and ransomware?
Well, this is on the Nook.
Yeah, and they're a legitimate business.
Oh, dear.
Lord. So, essentially, some of it's not going to work anymore, and there's nothing you can do, like downloading videos and stuff like that. Suddenly, it's all going to stop working because it's been infected with digital rights management, where stuff that you've bought, you find out you haven't really bought because it needs them to carry on okaying you looking at your own stuff that you've bought. And now they're going out of business because it's not making them any money anymore, and all the stuff you thought you bought is scrambled.
Is the return of Dr. M or DRM, as we like to call it.
Yeah. You remember the Microsoft thing that was the equivalent for the Zune? It was called Plays for Sure.
For sure.
Oh, I've never heard of
They
that.
shut that down the same way. Oh, bless them.
Well, it's what always happens. Eventually, the service will shut down. It's inevitable.
Joy. Meanwhile, moving on, let's reflect for a moment on the relationship between ordinary people and technology. So we've got ordinary people like Stephen Fry, who's finally twigged he might be better off without Twitter.
That's pretty much how social media goes. People go, this is great, I hate it.
Yep.
And they leave.
Yep. Took him a while to catch up, didn't it? And then there's ordinary people like Kanye West. He's had a busy month one way and another, what with the Pirate Bay stuff and all that. But we'll just highlight the story that, because he's hard up, bless him, no more brass left. Yeah. Used all the brass. How does that work? Dunno. He wanted to plug $1 billion of investment from Mark Zuckerberg. And how did he do this? He asked Mark Zuckerberg on Twitter.
That's the best way.
Wow. Seriously?
Seriously, let's let that sink in for a minute.
I guess it doesn't hurt to ask.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, if you do that though, doesn't Twitter get like 10%? Twitter gets like 10% if you beg for money over Twitter, right?
Twitter's losing almost as much money as Kanye, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh gosh, the commission charges on these things.
So one of Zuckerberg's friends replied along the lines of, obviously, like, we might take it a bit more seriously if you'd said that on Facebook, mate.
Oh.
and Mark Zuckerberg liked it, using one of the new like buttons.
So it wasn't a like, it was something else.
It was a reaction, was it?
Maybe a love, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, why does he want $1 billion from Mark? Why? Why does he want that money?
Well,
because
it's like the thing about if you've lost your wallet, you don't look for at night. You don't look for the wallet where you think you've lost it. You look underneath a lamppost. Right, and if you want money, you might as well look where the money is.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, underneath Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay,
there you go.
Wow. Right. Well, that's all you people listening out there. Just keep asking.
Oh dear. And finally, there's another ordinary person, Donald Trump. Is he still a thing? Well, not really anymore. No, because the MIT Artificial Intelligence Lab has coded up a Trump Twitter bot replacement.
Indistinguishable from the real thing.
Synthetic. Exactly. Synthetic trumpage. Here you go. Right. My favourite one, March the 4th. We really do have people that are stupid. 5th of March. Right now, think of this. We owe China $1.3 trillion. We have gun laws. I'll bring back our money.
Nice.
This is quite a good, as AI bots go. It's got more facts, yeah. There you go. They're much better than the real thing. That's at Deep Drumpf on Twitter.
Cool.
And moving on, I don't know whether we want to do She's World of Stuff now, I think that will be a wonderful thing to move on to.
All right, so sure. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, She's World of Stuff. What do we have? Well, we've got 3 things apparently listed down on the list. One is the anniversary corner of the Raspberry Pi. So it's the 4th birthday. Happy birthday! Happy 4th birthday, Raspberry Pi people down in Cambridge. And obviously, because it's their birthday, they have revealed a new version of the Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a surprise, though, was it? Because it all went a bit pear-shaped.
Did it?
Yeah, didn't you know about that? Yeah,
no.
like about 4 or 5 days before, somebody noticed on the FCC type approval database, somebody noticed the Pi 3 with all the specs for the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth and everything.
Yeah.
So, right, they've got a birthday coming up in 3 days. Wonder what they might be going to announce. And then, worse still, the Magpie cover
advert
leaked.
The advert, yeah. Maybe it was all planned.
Yeah.
I think it's all planned.
What wasn't planned was the heatsink thing, though.
Apart from the heatsink, I haven't actually caught up with the Pi stuff.
Heat is the bane of all computers.
Well, yes. I mean, I haven't caught up with the Pi stuff at all. So please tell me more about it.
Well, our mate Gareth Alphacray discovered this the hard way. He'd taken some pictures with his thermal camera, and he thought, blimey, that's hot. And then he touched it with his finger, and it went... over 100 degrees centigrade.
How are they going to fix that? Are they?
Well, they're saying no, it's fine. It's got CPU throttling, so it shouldn't go that way for long.
Right.
Yeah, only the ones that stay, like 80 degrees are the ones that aren't going at full throttle on the CPU.
Right.
So there you go.
So
Teeny
a bit of.
controversy.
So if you have a child, just make sure you don't throttle the CPU.
Do throttle the CPU.
Do throttle and yeah.
And don't let them handle the pie in its raw form. I guess that's the.
It's too powerful for them, isn't
the
it?
pie free is too powerful and should not be put in the hands of children.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Moving on is the marble machine on YouTube, which is this wooden contraption, ball bearings falling into stuff sort
Are
of
you
instruments.
ready for it?
Yes, please.
Let's go. It's an awesome wooden contraption, isn't it? I mean, manually operated.
It is awesome, yeah.
There,
It's got a
stepped in
lot
for
of
you.
instruments connected into one. There's the vibraphone, which is like a glockenspiel, xylophone sort of thing. And it's got an actual bass guitar connected to it and contact mic for the kick, snare, drums. So, and he's just cranking this machine and making music just by the concept of those, keyboard with the cylinder thing.
There's ball bearings that fall onto the keys of the keyboard
Yeah.
and onto the snare drum, and it's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's on YouTube, and I'll put the link onto the podcast once this is done. And finally, we have the Pop Bluetooth, the original wireless retro handset. If you're looking at this on YouTube, you can see what we mean. It's actually just a blue retro handset,
Yeah.
like you find on the phone.
That's the box. I'll tap the box.
And
There
you can use it to pick up your calls when your smartphone is ringing, and you can answer it like a civilized human being. But the best bit about this is the USB cable is really cool, and it's currently on sale on Home Bargains for £2. So just for that, just for the USB cable, £2 is really cheap for such a good quality cable.
It's great just for the cable alone, let alone the fact that you get the comedy handset as well.
Exactly,
I
I
call
love
it
the
a comedy
comedy
handset,
handset.
but it's actually useful. and the handset is in a shade of blue plastic,
Yeah.
deep blue
It is.
plastic.
Oh, there.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Thanks very much indeed,
No
She.
problem.
Carrying on, segueing from your world of stuff, there was something at Leeds University that you wanted to mention.
Yes, there's a new course which Chris is going to...
They've started a course in game engineering, I think is the best way of saying it. So it's more low level, so dealing with graphics and the hard bit of game programming, the graphical fidelity, shall we say, bit, where you're handling how GPUs work. So it's proper science.
I think the Apple engineers could go on usefully on that.
Yeah, I don't think there'll probably be too many apples involved, but yeah. It's I think it's taking enrollments for 2017. Is
Yeah.
that the right date?
Yes, 2017 academic year. But the thing that's great about this, because currently all the games degree and stuff is about design or arts based or 3D modeling. So this is something really good and needed, actually. Something focused and give you actual skills to make proper games,
Yeah.
I suppose. It's alongside a lot of members from Gamayo, which is Game Makers of Yorkshire. So we have Epic Games, NVIDIA, Sumo Digital, Baroque Game Labs, Team 17, and Whistletron. So that's pretty awesome, which brings us to the coming up event, which is coming on the 21st of April on Thursday, which is Gamayo 10 in Leeds. So please do check that out on ga-ma-yo.com and check it out there. And if you're a games developer, please do come on by.
ga-ma-yo.com. Has it gained some dashes since the last time we had a Gamayo?
No, that's the
okay.
website.
I'm misremembering it. Fine. Never mind. Okay. Excellent. Tickets on Eventbrite as well, are they? Or?
Yeah, you just go to the website and you can get a link to the Eventbrite from there.
There aren't many other Gamayos around the world, so that should find it for you. Brilliant, thank you very much indeed. And now here's our regular feature where we catch up with what went on at last year's Leeds Hack. In this episode, Brian will be interrogating Rob, Sam, Alex and Rob on their project entitled Movie Me.
Hi Rob, now you're doing the thing where you can chat while you're on YouTube.
That's right. So
It's not quite that though, is it? It's not actually on the YouTube website.
yeah, so the idea is you can pick from a menu of videos from YouTube and you can create like a group and invite friends into that group. You can all watch a video together and talk in real time. So it pulls in the YouTube video into our application depending on the one you've chosen.
Right. How do you decide on what videos you're going to choose?
Well, we've gone on to Reddit. You've got a full list of all the full-length films that are available
Really?
on Reddit.
Are these all sanctioned by...
I've no idea.
Oh, I see, right.
I've no idea. I mean, I think some of them are, but I dare say it's Reddit, so there's going to be a few which aren't. But anyway, so those films are on YouTube, and the idea is you can choose whichever film you want, and you can get all your friends around without being around to watch it.
Right, so you can have a friend in Australia,
That's right.
friend here,
Yeah.
and a friend in the States, and you can all chat together, and it's all written chat. But I mentioned to you earlier, didn't I, about WebRTC, and you said...
Yeah, if we get time, we'll fit that in. So I've done quite a bit of WebRTC stuff already, so
And we should explain to the listeners what WebRTC is.
real-time communication over the web browser.
Yeah, and it's voice
Yeah, and video as well.
and video. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And
Oh yeah, you could actually see the people.
if you wanted to,
You can have a sort of hangout at the same time
That's
as you're
right,
watching
that's
the
right.
video.
Yeah, through there. So we've got Alex over here, who's the chap in the Reese's. He's doing all the layouts.
What are you doing, Rob?
Me, I've written the chat bit, so
You're doing the chat.
yeah, my bit's basically done now, so I can put my feet up. But these boys, like Rob over here, who's young Rob, he's
Yeah.
younger than me, is doing a back end in PHP.
Yeah, and
And Sam here,
Yeah.
tell me what you're doing, buddy.
you're doing front-end stuff.
Yeah.
So you're doing that in what? You're writing it a text editor or what?
Yeah, I'm writing Sublime text at the moment.
Right, okay. What Sublime Text, is that an application in
Yeah, it's just an
in,
application.
in the Mac?
Yeah, you can get it for Windows or Mac. It's just my preferred one.
Okay, like I use Genie in
Yeah.
Linux, yeah?
And I like to use Atom, and Rob likes to use, was it NetBeans or something?
Yeah.
NetBeans, yeah. And Alex, what do you
Oh,
use?
that's an IDE though, isn't
That's right, yeah, NetBeans
Yeah.
is an IDE.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's he's a PHP developer, so he needs like much bigger tools to get the job done.
it? Alex, so you're doing what?
I'm doing a lot of the GUI design, so all the front end stuff, working alongside Sam,
Alex, what are you doing?
working alongside Sam with the front end stuff, doing a lot of the graphical assets and layout of the actual app itself. So we're sort of in charge of how it looks, and two Robs are mainly in charge of all the back end development and stuff and how it functions in the back.
So this is something that operates within the browser, isn't it? So you say it's an app.
Yes.
Is it like an extension on Firefox or something like that?
It's not an extension, no. It's, you'd go onto a URL, like you go onto a website, and it would deploy. It's kind of like Twitch, but for YouTube, which is a service where you can watch people play video games
Right.
and comment. It's kind of a similar principle, but it's, YouTube instead. So you can go onto this service and look at YouTube videos, whether they're good or bad, and either have some fun.
Right. So as I understand it, how it works is that you've got some WebSockets, and these WebSockets are like a push system. It's not entirely like Ajax.
No, it's not like Ajax. It's very similar to Ajax, apart from it's running sockets instead of Ajax.
Right. Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Hi, Rob. Now you're doing the back end.
Yeah, I'm writing the back end in PHP, so this is working on the more traditional side, the more classic side of doing a web app. So it's handling your form submissions. If you want to make a new party to watch a film, you make your form, you put your name in, you invite people, send the invites out, it's that kind of thing. It stores all the comments, so as people are typing out, then all the comments are being stored on it. You're telling which movie you want to watch, storing all that kind of stuff, storing that into a database, pulling it back out of the database as you need to. So mine's all more classical side of it.
Now the other Rob, he's doing the chat side of it, and that's got to be interfaced at the server end again. Is he doing like client-side chat, and then you're picking that up on the server?
Yeah, so my code is basically just going to be an API. So Rob's code you type it in, you press submit, and that will send information to the server, and the server will spread it out between everyone else. And you start watching the video, and it tells everyone else that you've joined. It's So my bit is the API.
So now you've just got to figure out how to do the WebSockets.
Yeah, I got to learn that because that's new to me today.
That's interesting. And how are you going to go about it?
I have no idea.
Oh, right.
I think I found a piece of code called... no, that was never going to happen. I'm not using Node.js. It's terrible. It's not a terrible idea. It's a really good idea, but I'm not going to do it. I've found another thing called elephant.io, which I'm going to give a go. It's a bundle. Well, it's a piece of software that's been made to work with sockets, and they have an elephant bundle that works simply.
And that's it. Right, I see. So that'll be something you can just call it from PHP.
Yeah, I can just, at some point in one of these controllers, I presume a controller, I think that's how it works, just say, right, get the sockets thing, open it, and, bang some information down it.
Very interesting. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Okay, thanks, Brian, and thanks to everybody at Leeds Hack. We were just going to mention a surprising new development in the past couple of days. It turns out that Chris Poole, the infamous moot off of 4chan, who left 4chan, he's been hired by Google. And we think we know what he's going to be doing, don't we?
He's going to be forcing the Google bus to play Rickroll continuously. As it just goes down the street, it's just going to be
It's
like an ice
amazing.
cream truck.
You've just rickrolled IT stuff, haven't you?
That's part of the charm.
Okay.
If you want to know more, go to chrishateswriting.com to read everything about Moot and his adventures in Google.
Yeah, because we think he's going to fix Google Plus. Wouldn't that be astonishing?
I'm just imagining Google Plus turning into a BBS, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. That's pretty much the end of the show. Thanks to my brilliant chums, She and Chris. And we are going to leave you with this gem off of the YouTubes, specifically Malinda Kathleen Rees, who is going to introduce it herself. This is for our departed friend, Dick, and his diarrhea. Take it away, Malinda.